Hello and welcome to another video. Today we pack up the MG4 and head with the family and four-legged friends to the Forest of Dean for Mother's Day to celebrate awesome mum. I test the efficiency of the car during slower speeds and change in elevation, and then test MG4's V2L, that's vehicle to load, to help power our afternoon tea by the lake to complete a memorable day. So why don't you join me on this little family adventure? We start off the day with 100% charge on the MG4 SE standard range. Being able to regularly charge the MG4 to 100% is great. The low voltage LFP cells mean I can use the full battery as often as I like, and today I intend to make sure that was available to me. We have about an 80-mile round trip, but the car's packed full and heavier than normal, and the forest can present some crazy elevation with wet and grubby, windy tree-lined A and B roads. Plus we also plan to drop by and visit my wife's nan before heading back home. With some beautiful sunshine and milder temperatures, I'm hoping to get some better efficiencies from the MG4, and driving these A and B roads under 50 miles per hour will certainly help. Despite the car's heavier load, it handles the roads like a pro. The hills are no drama to climb, there's very little body roll in corners, and the car's reassuring in the twists and turns. It really is a pleasure to drive this car. The regenerative braking deals with the downhills. The MG4 suspension is really soaking up the uneven potholed surfaces. Apple CarPlay is doing its thing perfectly, and I've even found some shortcuts I never knew existed. But I could spend all time in the world driving and exploring this part of the country. It's the polar opposite from home, but with teenagers being, well, teenagers, and two dogs ready to run riot, let's get to our destination and enjoy what the Forest of Dean has to offer. We arrive with 86% state of charge, leaving me with no energy anxiety and plenty on tap for using the vehicle to load. But the real takeaway is this: it's truly breathtaking. While my wife and the girls take a short walk, it's time to set up Mother's Day afternoon tea on this bench, which couldn't have been better located. It's by the car, it has the views, and will make a wonderful base. First of all, let's visit MG4's boot and unload the food and fizz, and then a few finishing touches with the help of V2L. It soon became apparent that I had an audience. Some just checked out the spread, and some scratched their heads wondering what the hell is this cable hanging out of that car. I, of course, was happy to explain, and I felt like I may have enlightened a few minds that day. But more importantly, it was all coming together, and with Mum and the kids on the short and final, it was time to start V2L and get those finishing touches in order. Right, discharge plug connected. Let's just hit the pedal. Red power adapter there. Start discharging. Right, the port's just clicked, so hopefully that's done the trick. As you can see, we've got a blue electricity discharge icon there. And on the screen we can see that we're pulling 0.3 kilowatts. You can also see the slider on the screen, which we've got at 20%, 41 miles. This controls your maximum discharge limit. That's as low as it will go, but you can move that up as well. Now that will change once that kettle's boiling, but that's good. So just to confirm, kettle is now working, tree is working, and car is discharging. Let's go and have a look at the port to see what it's doing. You can see our connector down there. That's all looking good. That's blue, locked in. It's not Blackpool illuminations, but it's something I know my wife would love and appreciate. And who doesn't not like a hot piping cup of tea? I'm pleased to report all was well received. A very content mum and 6 full bellies. So let's pack up, walk off the food and fizz around a spectacular location before we head off to see Nan. So a successful Mother's Day. I think Mum's thoroughly enjoyed it, kids have thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks to you, Mr. Charging Port, for providing us with piping hot water and illumination, and that is us done. The Forest of Dean is a magical place, and despite, up until now, very connected with technology, we're feeling very disconnected from the world. Fresh air, unspoiled views, this is family time, the best time. But time is of the essence, and it's time to leave. The car's packed, we're all fresh and ready to go. We'll be back here again soon, so not completely downhearted to leave. And before we left, there was just a quick opportunity to check the efficiencies on the car. And up until this point, including the little bit of discharge we had for the kettle and our lovely tree, we used 7 kilowatt hours, which is about 15% of the battery. And if you look at the driver's binnacle, you can see here 85%, so they kind of align really well. But I'm pleased with the efficiencies, and I hope that continues as we continue on our trip. But check out these roads, and it's not far before the EV unveils another ace up its sleeve, passing these shy horses. The riders didn't even know we were there. Finally, arriving at Nan's, I check out our efficiencies so far today, and it's great to see figures of 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour. That's more like it. After a higher speed journey home, I'm pleased to see more figures close to 4 miles per kilowatt hour, and not bad figures at all for the day out driving. So there we are, a great family day out celebrating Mum. But I think I can also celebrate the MG4 and toast how good a tool it can be. And I look forward to more similar days out and road trips in the future. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this real world review, to learn more about EVs, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.